under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Detroit Tigers and the Kansas City Royals. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Danny Duffy is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Kansas City. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, 5 full innings for this guy in his last one. You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
Now at the plate, here is Victor Reyes as we take a look at the splits between April and May.
Victor Reyes.
First pitch on the way. First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike 1. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Hey, Matty V, this has been a good division so far. And hey, D-Row, even though their lead isn't as big as it once was, they're playing some good baseball, and they'd love to carry this into a strong month of May.
Yeah, they find themselves sitting in first place after April. I'm telling you, that's all you can ask for in this game. I know it's a long season, a lot of games left to be played, but they find themselves in a nice spot.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here, take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So a good start to the inning for the Tigers as their leadoff hitter's on base.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 15, Nomar Mazara.
In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Career numbers against Danny Duffy. He's got 3 base hits in 16 tries. Now a throw over to first and the runner back. Two balls and no strikes. The count to Nomar Mazara.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Runners on the move for second. The bouncer to the left side. And right to the spot. The shortstop just vacated. A base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
I mean, this is old school baseball at its finest right there. Put the speed demon at the top of the order that creates havoc on the base pass, and then your number 2 hitter who's supposed to have the best bat control. Why not implement the hit and run? And it worked to perfection.
Into the box now, Willy Castro as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. The 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
2-0 count, runners at the corners. You can bet he's looking for something to drive right here. There's a good chance he gets something to hit, too.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Fouled again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
Fouled off. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Tigers' designated hitter.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot he's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
From the belt, kicks and deals as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Career numbers against Danny Duffy. He's totaled 13 base hits in 50 at-bats. A ball and a strike to Miguel Cabrera. One pitch coming now to Cabrera. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Mazara rounds the corner and is headed home. And a relay home. But this is well up the line, and he's safe at home plate.
I guess their scouting reports on this guy were dead on because it's already 2-0 in the early going, and they're having absolutely no trouble seeing him here. On the other side, they're very quickly looking at a game that they're going to have to fight back in.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. The 0-1 pitch. Bounce towards the second baseman. Merrifield picks it up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Tigers 2 and the Royals nothing. Julio Teheran is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Detroit. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early and establishing his off-speed pitch repertoire early on in this one. We'll see if he can do that in this one here today.
So stepping in is Adalberto Mondesi. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. So, guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I think the keys to winning today's game, let's focus on the offense. They have to hunt the fastball. They cannot miss it. You can't allow yourself to get deep in the count and have to deal with off-speed stuff exploding out of the zone. You get 1-0, 2-0, 3-1, what I like to refer to as count leverage. You have to find a way to move traffic with the heater.
Count remains at 0-2. 0-2 count and the pitch. Tried to throw the fastball by him, but it's high, 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, the key for him on the mound is to keep the ball down. Certainly, hollow of the knee or lower. Sinker changeup guy, if he's going to succeed against this lineup, he's got to keep the ball down.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1-2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Benintendi has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins.
Hit on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. And that's the second out.
Batting third.
And with that, here's a look at the hometown Royals starting lineup card. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matty, how about Andrew Benintendi? He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So, given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
With Merrifield next to bat as he lifts it in the air to right field. Mazzara is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. KC down in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. Now into the box, Jeimer Candelario, as the switch hitter will bat right-handed here.
For me, this is an important add-on inning here. Their little lead is cute. I like it, but keeping the pressure on, building that lead, that's how you bury someone.
First pitch on the way.
0-1.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Duffy has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest because he tends to eat up innings all by himself. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 1-2.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. And it's fouled away. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
On the first, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting it.
So here's how the Kansas City Royals are positioned defensively. And I'd like to focus on Salvador Perez, the man who dons the tools of ignorance behind the dish. He's a clubhouse leader. He's one of the best pitch framers in the game. He's like a soft blanket back there for this pitching staff.
In now, Nico Goodrum, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Career numbers against Danny Duffy. He brings a 4 for 12 line. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Now the 1-0. A swing and a ground ball to third. And there are 2 away now.
not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Here's Robbie Grossman. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Ball high. Yeah!
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball
Outside,
close,
ball.
but he didn't get it. 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Now the payoff pitch home, and he fouls this one off. He'll try it again. 3-2. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Merrifield scoops it up over to first, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Tigers. They're up 2-0. In is Jorge Soler. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. He's set. Here it comes. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1.
1-0.
Popped him up. Candelario has a play. 1 down.
Batting fifth, the catcher.
Time for a look at the Tigers on D. And patrolling the outfield today is Nomar Mazara, one of the young superstars in our game right now. But he doesn't take his defense for granted. He's the big chill out there, making the game look easy with a strong and accurate throwing arm.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Called strike 2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2. Hunter Dozier will be next. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Fouled away. The 3-2 one more time. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, talking about making a pitcher work, D-Row. 8-pitch at bat finally leads off to a base hit.
I got to be honest with you. After the 7th pitch, you start to get in auto swing mode. He could have thrown the rosin bag and he would have took a hack at it. So hats off to him, not only battling for 8 pitches, but getting the result.
Hunter Dozier digging in now as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. The set and the 1-0 pitch. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Down the third baseline. And that finds its way through for a base hit. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
So now Carlos Santana, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Batting average down in the low 210s. 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Perez at second. Dozier is over at first with 1 away. Again, another foul ball. The 2-2.
Hey, that's a good sinker right there. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's got that going, especially early, it's going to be tough to get some runs off him.
The 2-2 one more time.
That's the ball.
Wow, these guys are really grinding out their at-bats in this one. They're not making any outs easy to get, and that, of course, is having a huge impact on the pitch count.
3-2 pitch. Tapped up the third base line. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third. So they're loaded now with only 1 away.
Boy, this looked like it could have been a quick inning, get the first out of it. Boom, boom, boom. 3 singles. All of a sudden, they're loaded with 1 out.
Yeah, this is execution at its best right here. 1 out. He's still got double play in order. If he can make a pitch, he can get out of it. If he doesn't, crooked number goes up.
Into the box, Michael Taylor. As he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. Now the 1-0.
2-0 to count.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. So he'll keep those runners where they are, but the count moves to 3-1. Has to challenge him now. Here's the pitch. And a great location that time on the corner. 3-2 now. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. A potential tying run for him at third base. From the belt, the pitch. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, D-Row, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. This is foul right side. And this is a strike 3 called. Oh, caught a break there. 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
To the plate now, Adalberto Mondesi, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. He looks to do some early damage with the bases loaded, both the tying and go-ahead runs aboard. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
0-2, here it is. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. Royals settle for just the 1. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. Tigers lead this one 2-1. So back to the top of the Detroit lineup, digging in, Victor Reyes. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Next up for Detroit, Nomar Mazara. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Duffy sets, and the pitch.
That's the ball.
Fastball
Outside.
just misses. That's ball 1. The 1-0.
That's in ball.
Fouled off. One out, nobody on. Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Comes with the fastball, but it's outside for ball 4.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
Next to the plate for the Tigers, the DH, Willy Castro. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
That's high.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Yeehaw.
A ball and a strike.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
High and deep down the left field line. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Soler is there. 2 gone.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Jonathan.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jonathan Scope. Notched an RBI on the sac fly in his previous turn at the plate. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
1-0.
Mazzara leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
He's gotten a favorable call or two at the plate in this at-bat, so that take on 2-0 is probably a result of feeling like the umpires got a pretty tight zone. Didn't go his way that time, though.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. And Benintendi's got it to end the inning. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Tigers are out in front, 2-1. And we're back for the bottom of the 3rd. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, Royals manager Mike Matheny talked with me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. Bottom of the 3rd now, and with it brings the left-handed swinging Andrew Benintendi.
Andrew.
First offering on its way. Bang down that right field line. That's a fair ball. He takes the turn and heads for second. And the Royals are going to get a man into scoring position right away on the leadoff double.
The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning, and he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
Whit Merrifield next to hit. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Comes set with the 0-1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
1-1.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Good movement bearing in. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor, and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Scope onto the grass. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 12. Jorge.
So next to the plate for the Royals, Jorge Soler. A base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. Here's the first pitch. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Reyes is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The catcher, number 13, Salvador.
And up steps Salvador Perez, trying here to plate the tying run from second. From the stretch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Mazara gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. Royals leave 1. Our score remains 2-1. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Tigers manager to discuss his thoughts on Detroit's offense. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Thank you, Heidi. All set for the start of the 4th, and here comes the first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
The first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
Here's the pitch. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And there's ball 1.
1-1.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
2-2.
Duffy sets. Here it is. Line drive to left. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
The next batter is Jeimer Candelario, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
He's got to find a way to set his sights down, but if I'm the pitcher, I continue to climb that ladder until he makes an adjustment.
Ramos, the runner at second with one away. Hit in the air down the right field line. After it is Soler, but he won't get there. It falls in, and they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
No balls and a strike to count. Behind 0-2 now.
With one out and runners on the corners, some managers like to hit and run here. It's a little risky, but it can help you stay out of the double play if it's well executed.
2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal, hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
Has a look, now the pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. Tigers strand a pair. They still lead it 2-1. And that brings in Hunter Dozier, a base hit in his first trip.
The third baseman, Hunter Dozier.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Very weakly on the ground. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. High and deep to right center. Center fielder on the run, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Here's Carlos Santana now. He singled in his first AB. And the pitch. In the air, down the line in left.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
0-2 count, and the pitch. And it's fouled away. And he misses there, 1-2.
Wow, that was a pretty good 2-strike slider right there. I think that would fool him, and the umpire too.
That's it.
Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. Sinker, 3-2 now.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Now the payoff pitch home, and he fouls this one off. The 3-2 one more time.
You can visibly see the body language of this guy on the mound is completely changed during this at-bat. 6 foul balls has to be completely frustrating him that he can't put him away.
Fouled away.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
The next 3-2. And this one misses to Santana, and he'll take that free pass down to first.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it, but when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather he's standing at first than driving a ball out of here and erasing your 1-run lead.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Michael Taylor. First pitch on the way.
Hey, ha!
0-1 pitch on its way.
1-1.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
On its Taylor made to short. 6. 1 there. On to Cabrera, but it's too late, and they'll just get the 1. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Well, when you get a ground ball in a double play situation, you always want to turn it, but that was a tough hit to do it on. You don't want to rush and make a mistake and get no out, so that was a good job to at least get the runner going into second.
From the belt, the pitch. Hanser Alberto will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Taylor is off at first with 2 away. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Liner towards second, but this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. So they pick up no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Detroit is out in front 2-1. Digging in, the switch hitter, Victor Reyes. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
He's set and the pitch. Check swing called strike, 0-1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. And it's 2-1 to the Tigers' leadoff hitter.
2-1.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
3-1.
Well, that's ball 3. The Tigers would love to get a leadoff walk to start this inning.
Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. Stepping in next, Nomar Mazara. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the first pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches, anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
5th inning, 2-1 our score. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Now a pitch popped up. Should be enough room for Perez behind the plate, and he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
At the plate now, Willy Castro, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. High in the air out to center field. He's under it, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They lead it 2-1.
Leading up for the Royals, the shortstop, number 27.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. He swings and grounds it to short. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Boy, that's what wheels can do for you, DeRo. You can see this right here on this replay. He just simply outruns the White Rabbit. He just outruns the baseball.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch. You know why? Because this is the one tool you can't teach. You can take countless ground balls. You can hit till your hands bleed. But if you got no wheels, newsflash, you got no wheels.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. The 1-0 home is a low changeup that's laid off.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
Throw over to first.
No, he's safe.
Runner goes for second. Strike taken. The throw not in time as the offline throw allows him to get in there easily.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
And this will be fouled away. Staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. 2-2 pitch.
Let the ball.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Now the payoff pitch home. Popped him up. Ramos over to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 15. Second baseman, Whit Merrifield.
Next to stand in is Whit Merrifield. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone.
There's the heavy sinker right there. What makes that pitch so difficult to hit is not only does it change eye levels, it actually changes plane. You go to hit it at one position, and it's 6 to 8 inches dropping off the table and chasing your hands.
Mondesi leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Scope onto the grass. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The right fielder, number 12.
So 2 are gone now in the Royal fifth, and that'll bring up Jorge Soler to hit next. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. No balls and 1 strike. Trying for third. Strike called. Now the throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
1 run, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
The set and the 1-2. Hard sinker misses. 2-2. And looked like the sinker here, but a good job of knocking this thing down. Hit to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left for Kansas City. They still trail it here 2-1. So that'll bring up Jonathan Scope. Flew out last time up.
The second baseman, Jonathan Scope.
First pitch on its way.
Ball, that's outside.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
Two and 1.
Danger looms on deck here in the person of Miguel Cabrera. And the count will be full. Now the 3-2 pitch. Count remains full. The next 3-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Another payoff pitch. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Now the Kansas City manager will make the slow walk to the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Josh DeMont, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. So now here is Miguel Cabrera. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
The 1-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. Soler is there, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
Next for the Tigers, Wilson Ramos. He doubled his last time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Action in that KC pen now as a right-hander's begun to loosen up. Low-scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. 2 balls and no strikes to Ramos. The 2-0 on the way.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now. Strike taken up in the zone.
Full count.
The 3-2 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. And what an effort on the running play to end the inning. Down in order go the Tigers as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Casey Mize enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next will be the power-hitting catcher, Salvador Perez.
The catcher, Salvador Perez.
Here's the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Some action out in the bullpen, couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-1 home is a swinging strike.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch.
Full count.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
3-2 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. Taken in by Scope. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Hunter Dozier.
Next, it'll be Hunter Dozier. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And another foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you can see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Stepping in now, Carlos Santana. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Now the 1-0.
That's the ball.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
2 out, nobody on. Two and one to the Royals' first baseman. The 2-1 home. Is strike 2 swinging.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Michael Taylor would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Now the 3-2 pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ground ball right side. Scope has it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So nothing happening this time around. 7th inning coming up. Tigers lead this one 2-1. Scott Barlow is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 58, Scott.
7th inning ready to roll, and into bat next it'll be Jeimer Candelario.
Leading off for the Tigers, the third baseman, Jeimer Candelario.
First offering. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. The 0-1.
Ball. 1-1.
Swinging a blooper to the right side. Merrifield backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop, Diego Padres.
Next, it'll be Niko Goodrum. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First pitch on its way. Fouled off. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Tiger shortstop with a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got 2 decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
And a big curveball is in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Into the box now, Robbie Grossman. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They still lead it 2-1. Leading off the inning, it'll be Michael Taylor. They'll look to spark the offense and even things up. Now the first pitch. As he'll take a look at ball 1.
You know, because this is just a 1-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
And he comes back with 1 in there for a high strike. Bouncer to the left side. And there's 1 away.
Now back, the designated hitter, Alberto.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Hanser Alberto. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First offering on its way. Ball 1. The 1-0. Swing and a miss on his sinker, and it's 1-2.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
Struck him out. Stepping in once again is Adalberto Mondesi. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
The 1-0.
2-0.
Swings right over the top of that one. 2-1. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for 2. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. And he will make it there. He's in as the tying run after the 2-out triple.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers think, and he's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
At the plate, Andrew Benintendi, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the 1-0.
Hey, he's going to have to forget about that triple right there and bear down on this next batter. Have confidence in his catcher if he wants to bounce something and be on the attack.
This is skied into short left center. Left fielder is on the move. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Ready to begin the 8th and set to go as the switch-hitting outfielder, Victor Reyes. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit down the third baseline. He dives, but he can't make the catch. It's a foul ball. Oh, 2 pitches, a curveball that misses 1 and 2. Here's the pitch.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff men on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
So now to the plate, Nomar Mazara, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And the pitch.
That's the ball.
Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the 2nd strike. Here now the 2-2. Three and two now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
Now batting, designated hitter, Willy.
Next will be the designated hitter, Willy Castro. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
The 1-0.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Mazzara, base runner at first with 1 out. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. Jonathan Scope waits on deck. And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
To the plate now, Jonathan Scope. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. No hits to this point. In the dirt here. Good job to get to that quickly, though, and the count will even at 1. First and second now, 1 man out. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
Now the 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
On the ground to short. Could this be 2? There's Merrifield. Throw to Santana, the double play, and that's how the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Joe Jimenez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 77, Joe.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And set to go is the second baseman, Whit Merrifield. He's set. Here it comes. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in a 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
The 0-1 on its way.
No, that's out.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Grounded to short. Scooped up. On to first. And a sigh of relief in that visitor's dugout as that's a big man to retire to start out the home 8th. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Jorge Soler grounded out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
High spot.
0-1, here's the pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit sharply on the ground. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, I'm going to have to do it right now.
Into the box, Salvador Perez. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Quick check on that time run at first. And a dive, but he's back in. 1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. Runners off for second. That's a strike to throw down. Not in time as he steals second.
Number 26,
And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
The weight back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Goodrum will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2.
third baseman, Hunter Dozier.
So a runner at second, 2 down now, and that'll bring up Hunter Dozier. First delivery to him, and he takes ball 1.
That's the human element of the game right there. Umpires are going to miss a couple calls. It's the pitcher's ability to stay composed and grind that's going to make him successful today.
hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, 1-1. 1-1. Here it is. Breaking for third, and now a ball lifted into the air out towards center field, and he can't track it down. A base hit, and they've come back to tie it up as it's now a 2-2 ball game.
You know, D-Ro, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Stepping in now, Carlos Santana. 0-1 the count. Oh-1 count, the pitch.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Eric Mejia will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 25.
Jesse Hahn will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half.
Jesse Hahn.
And that'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the AB on its way. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
The 3-2 pitch. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. So the next to bat will be Wilson Ramos. Go-ahead run at first, nobody out. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And he'll try to bunt that man to second, but this one kicks foul. The 1-1 pitch. Got it back in time there, and it's 2-1.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Now the 2-1. Popped up. And Santana will watch it into the glove for the first out.
Now batting, first baseman, Diego Padres.
Into the box, Jeimer Candelario is one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Here's the first pitch.
That's the ball.
When that threat of running's on first base, man, does that change the whole pitcher's mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
The 1-0 down the left field line and deep. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. And he misses with it. Ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Harold Castro will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 30, Harold Castro.
Here's the first pitch.
1 ball, no strike.
He'll check in here at 277. 3 homers and 19 driven in. Change up low, 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Boy, nothing working for him at this point. It's 3-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Baddoo over at second. Candelario at first, 1 gone. There's a strike as he gets this one over. It's 3-1 now.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
The 3-1 pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. On the move is Taylor, and this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. And he is in there.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's what makes you feel really good about yourself.
Next up is Robbie Grossman. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Hahn sets. First pitch on the way. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. The 1-0 home is taken for ball 2.
2-0 to count.
Gets the call on the changeup there. 2-1. Second and third here, one man out. Hit out towards second. Dive, but it's off his glove, and the run should score. Throw on to first, so they get the out, but a big insurance run is in to score as the lead grows to 2 now.
Probably wanted more out of that at bat with runners in scoring position, but at least he does the job and brings one home. Maybe the next guy can pick up the runner at third now.
Big spot here, and it'll be Victor Reyes, though they might pitch around him here with a couple of bases empty. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. From the belt, the pitch. Here's a line drive into center field. It's a base hit. In to score is the runner from third, and that'll build the lead up to 3 here in the top of the 9th.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Greg Holland takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9.
Holland.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first, and he'll get back in safely. Into the box now, Nomar Mazara, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Good curveball that time in the low 80s, 0-2.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
And he struck him out, so a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. So 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Tigers 5 and the Royals 2. Harold Castro is the new shortstop as he stays in the game after entering as a pinch hitter. Gregory Soto comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. Renato Nunez is into the game as well as he's the new first baseman. Now in the box, Michael Taylor. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make him try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
And he lays off for ball 1. High and wide, 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
3-1.
If you're at the plate in this situation, you're only thinking one thing, and that is get on base. You got 3 balls. It has to be perfect over those 17 inches for you to pull the trigger. A walk is as good as a knock right here.
3-2, a full count to the Royals center fielder. Could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats.
Now batting, the designated hitter, up third.
Next to hit, Hanser Alberto struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
First offering on its way. Now a shot toward the gap in left center. And the runner scores all the way from first as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 5-3 ball game. But partner, this one might not be over yet as the lead has shrunk to just 2 now as they continue to chip away at this deficit. At the plate, Adalberto Mondesi. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making them work for this one.
And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Here's the 1-1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
The 2-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation calls for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any traffic on a base pass and just attack the zone.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Alberto stands at second with no outs. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Here comes the payoff pitch. Bounce it to the left side. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his 3rd knock of the game, D-Ro?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats, and then this one, he's 100% on fire. Getting an infield single for his 3rd knock of the game, that's awesome.
At the plate now, Andrew Benintendi, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
0-1 count and the pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Headed after it is Mazzara. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from 3rd. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1. Up next, Whit Merrifield. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Quick check on that tying run at first. A dive, but he's back. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Now, this guy's got some of the nastiest stuff in the game, and it is absolutely no fun for an offense to try and piece together any type of attack when he's throwing this stuff.
0-1. Here it comes.
1-1.
Throw over to the bag. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly. pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Here's a look over to first, and he'll get back in standing. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And it's fouled away. Now a throw over, back in standing. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Chopped weakly to the left. Finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Daniel Norris takes over on the mound now as he'll try to get the final out of the ball game here and pick up a save. In now, Eric Mejia, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Quick check on that time run at first, and the runner will get back standing. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Yeah.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
KC down to their final strike in this one. And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first. This evening's game comes to an end. 5-4 the final tally. The Detroit Tigers came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Joe Jimenez claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Tigers, 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For Kansas City, 4 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 18 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive